2009, it seems like you had some financial problems.
Sure.
You filed for bankruptcy.
Sure.
You know, we all have gone through financial problems. I've gone broke before and so forth. I've been homeless, sleeping on couches. What do you think after, because you were 43 at the time and you've been in a lot of movies, made a lot of money. What do you think caused the bankruptcy at that point?
A lot of the time, creatives go into certain worlds and they're very successful, but without any of that financial awareness. I'm 58 now, and I've learned some cool lessons, and that administrative part of and structure of a lot of creatives is pretty dysfunctional. That was my situation back then. It was just, thinking money grows on trees, not having the rainy day fund, blah, 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 blah. Plus, there were some actor strikes, there was SAG strikes, there was stuff that just I wasn't prepared for. But a lot of that's all been corrected.
You ended up losing one of your homes you got foreclosed on?
Yes, back in New York.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. And that next year, you filed a lawsuit against Kevin Costner for $3.8 million because it was over some oil separating technology that was used in the BP oil spill. So I just didn't really understand what your role was in this whole thing. Did you own the technology? Or?
Guys I partnered with that were local guys knew the company that created or built the oil separators that Costner and his brother invented, so to speak. Kevin Costner's brother worked for Johnson & Johnson and created a technology that they used for making medicine. Mm-hmm. Kevin Costner, as a philanthropist and an environmentalist, turned around and turned that technology into oil water cleaning, separating machines that can clean oceans from oil spills. But he was never able to implement them in the real world. He tried to sell them to big companies, and it just never got off the ground. Long story short is when this oil spill happened, guys I know put a deal together, went to BP, and tried to do a deal. I'm not going to get into all the details now because I'm going to write a book about it in the future. But yeah, Kevin Costner was involved, and it's kind of more the transcripts of the case and all that. But, Costner's lawyer in real life became the lawyer for the group that was working together, which I was involved. But I was just one member of 8 people that were trying to do this whole deal.
Yeah. Well, he was sued for $3.8 million, but ultimately the jury sided with him.
Say again?
Well, he was sued for $3.8 million, but it went to court and the jury found him innocent, basically. Right. So you end up not getting anything out of it.
Right. And my lawyer, in that case, asked his lawyer, who was our lawyer. Get it?
Yeah.
His lawyer became our lawyer.
Crazy.
And then when we were negotiating with British Petroleum, they said, we don't want to talk to 8 people anymore. We only want to talk to Kevin and his lawyer. So they talked they were trying to do a $50 million deal. You with me, Vlad?
This was a $50 million deal.
$50 million deal.
Damn.
Which they eventually paid Costner. Did you know that?
$50 million.
$50 million they paid him.
Oh, so he's rich.
So hold on. So my lawyer asked his lawyer during the trial. His lawyer was our lawyer, Vlad. You remember? I told you that part?
Yes.
My lawyer says, so on the day you had the letter from British Petroleum that told everybody involved that they were going to do the deal for $50 million, did you tell that to Stephen? Before he sold his shares to you. See, I sold my shares back to the company for $500,000 when they were worth $5 million.
Oh.
I didn't know they were worth $5 million, Vlad, because they didn't show me a piece of paper from British Petroleum that said, we're going to make this deal.
Wow.
So, yes, a jury was convinced that I was given enough of an opportunity to succeed, and then when I didn't really understand everything that was going on for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I have a more important question for you, Vlad.
What's that?
How come Kevin Costner's not on Yellowstone anymore? I may have lost $4.5 million personally because of Kevin Costner, but here's all you need to know, Vlad. How come Kevin Costner's not on Yellowstone anymore? The very same reason that cost me $4.5 million, buddy. And that's okay. Because you know what I got to say to a guy like Kevin Costner now?
What's that?
God bless you.
There you go. There you go.
God bless you. And good luck out there, because you just made your new Western, and it got a standing ovation in Europe. Go get him, Tiger. You're doing great.